Hello. Let's talk about dreams and visitations. Our loved ones come to us in so many ways. One of the ways that seems to be easiest for them is in our dreams. Now, many of us realize this, and we can be really frustrated because we don't remember our dreams or because we know they were there and we can't recall it. So I'd like you to think back. Think back to, or if you've raised children, or if you were yourself once a child, I bet you were, what language did you learn? And how did you learn it? So when we raise our children, we use consistency, don't we? Whether we're speaking sign language along with a verbal language, whether we're teaching them two different languages at one time, we consistently repeat the same words, the same gestures. In fact, we often associate something: coffee, mug, Donald Duck. If I were to repeat those words to a toddler again and again and again, they would begin to understand coffee, happy, Donald Duck, funny, a mug, something to hold the liquid. So I'm asking you to be consistent and repetitive. So one of the ways we can learn, and we can learn, to recall out these visitations in dreams is to train our subconscious. Our subconscious is aware of every thought, every event, every feeling we've ever had. It's all there. It doesn't go away. So when we repeat again and again and again, well, I never remember my dreams, what we're doing is telling our subconscious to let it go, to not recall it during our waking hours. So I want to encourage you to begin shifting that. It can absolutely happen. You absolutely, no doubt, have this ability. When you catch yourself saying, well, I just don't remember my dreams and I never will, catch yourself. This is awareness. This is mindfulness again. Pardon me. I'm about to go do some work. Can you tell? Um, so let's shift that language. What I encourage you to start telling yourself is that I am recalling my dreams. It's become more easy and effortless, more natural and normal for me. One of the things we can do is that when we wake up, whether it's in the middle of the night or in the morning, before we even get out of bed, is to take a pad of paper and a pen and write down what's freshest in our memory. Because these things usually fade very, very quickly. But when we write it down, or if you're like me and you can't see a cotton picking thing without your glasses, you might want to speak into perhaps your phone. Those of you who are very adept at finding that voice recorder. Speak your impressions, your dreams. Don't worry about accuracy. Don't worry about penmanship or grammar. Just get it down. And this can be in the middle of the night. It can be first thing in the morning. Consistency will pay off. The other thing we can remind ourselves that we can do, and this is a beautiful thing, is as we're falling asleep, I kind of think of it as a mantra. And I will often say to myself when I'm working on recalling dreams or noticing those visitations, I notice and remember my dreams when I wake. I understand the meaning of my dreams when I wake. Something along those lines. I remember, I easily recall, I understand, this stays with me, whatever language you like. Make it something short, and then just keep repeating it to yourself as you're falling asleep. Here's what I'm trying to say is that our subconscious holds on to what it feels is true. The more something is repeated, the more it becomes fact in our subconscious. So the more we repeat, I am aware of, I remember, I understand my dreams and the visits from my loved ones, the more our subconscious will say, oh, yeah, she wants to hold on to that. I get that. I'll bring it up while she's awake. It's a process. It might happen overnight. It often does. Or it may take a while. And that's okay too. But just like that toddler may not associate this with a smile right away, they will with repetition. So will your subconscious. Dreams versus visitation. Many experts believe our dreams are a way of us processing our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, a way of exploring opportunities and events. It's a kind of magical. Many people solve problems in their dreams, and so you can see the benefit of remembering what those solutions are. Visitations. Often, when we've had a visitation the first time, we're not quite sure, but there's a subtle difference. You'll know it. I don't know how to explain it. You'll know it. I haven't had an awful lot of them. Frankly, I haven't been asking for them for a very long time. But the few times I've had, they have been, I don't want to say dramatic because they haven't been, but they have been heart filling. They've felt different. I knew when I woke up that I'd had a visit from my son. And I recalled only bits and pieces, but the feeling was tremendous. The connection was amazing. I want this for you. This is a powerful way of reconnecting. So are those dreams. I encourage you to, as always, speak kindly to yourself. And remember, you absolutely have this ability to reconnect with your loved one in your dreams as well as by visitations. So let's think about what words feel right to you. Play around with it. Keep it short because the more we repeat it, the more real it becomes. Be aware of the language you're using around remembering your dreams and your visitations. Deliberately shift it to something that feels real because it is real. And know that the more you repeat, the more your subconscious understands, oh, this is my fact. This is reality. She wants to understand and remember this. And so I'll make it happen because that's what our subconscious does. I hope this makes sense to you. Um, I want to wish you sweet dreams. Namaste.